Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we should have a fun one on our hands. It's the Cardinals coming in at 3-5, going up against the 49ers, who come in at 4-4. With that, let's get out to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis, with this Week 10 matchup.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix at University of Phoenix Stadium here in Glendale. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. A gain of 3, second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Second down, Palmer. He's got the hook up to John Brown on the right side. And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
First down, it's Palmer. He finds the rookie, Sharon Peak. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it a second down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
First down. And this one complete to Jermaine Gresham. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They'll get 16 yards there. And the Cards are going to have a first down. First and 10, it's Palmer. Screen play, Johnson. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a second down. The inaugural drive for this offense today, and the guy we're going to talk about, Michael Floyd.
Starting to develop into a #1 receiver, a guy that you'll count on downfield.
Second down, and the offense needing 5 yards. They go back to the ground with Johnson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They'll throw on first down here with Palmer. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And the 49ers on the defensive side of the football.
Jonathan Banks is built the way corners are supposed to be. Long and lanky with the ability to run with anyone.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Second and 10 now, and it's Palmer. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's brought down. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now first and goal. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area, that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
One of the toughest things for an offensive lineman to learn is the ability to get in space and hit people who are moving targets. And linebackers are not easy ones to hit because they know how to move, juke, and make you miss. And that's exactly what he did on that play. A nice play for the defense.
Get ready.
From the 4, it's second and goal. To Johnson again. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Trying to finish off this opening drive. From the 3, this is third and goal.
Right now, blue 58. Blue 58.
On third and goal, Palmer. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Their dangerous wide receiver with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Cutler. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's got Rome. And he's into the clear. Touchdown, 49ers. Bruce Ellington, 76 yards. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And that is how you retaliate after getting scored on one play, big pass downfield, and you hit the end zone.
Almost feels like two boxers just throwing haymakers at each other, doesn't it? One connects with a big one, the other comes right back. Okay, I'll show you. And they attacked right back on the first play of the drive and hit him big.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Three receivers to the left, one to the right.
Blue 58. Blue 58.
Now Palmer to throw on second down. He's got that one complete to Eddie Royal. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket.
It's caught inside the 25. These coaches told us they wanted to take the top off this defense. They wanted to be able to stretch them downfield. They showed it pretty well there.
And they knew that if they were able to do that, it would open up everything else. But how did they truly get it done? Practice in the previous week, making sure they had a plan, fine-tuned before they put it into effect in the game.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. 2nd and 10. It's Palmer again. That is caught at the 7. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football, and they've got it here with a first down. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Troy Nicholas, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals are in for 6. That's an old-fashioned death march there, partner. Took them a lot of plays, but, hey, they did the job.
And the defense always preaches getting off the field, making a play, and turning it back over to their own offense. Unable to do so. A long, sustained drive by the offense.
The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And last time, the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
On 2nd down, Hyde. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Cutler. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Torrey Smith, the intended receiver. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
So now the 5-year man, Brad Nortman, to kick it away. taken from just outside the 30. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Johnson, and he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Palmer now. Caught right side. Gresham. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. Muscles him off. And some space here. And there's a flag on the play. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So the offense has it 1st and 10. So the D-line's going to spread out. On 1st down, it's Palmer. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's brought down after a good gain. Give him 30 yards there.
Strength throwing the football downfield has never been an issue for this big guy. I still remember the first time I met him. He was playing for USC, and when I got introduced to him, I thought I was meeting their starting tight end, not their starting quarterback.
Such a presence, Carson Palmer.
Very much so. Has had it ever since he entered campus there and still has it today.
They'll run it with Johnson. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That almost felt like the defense said, he is not getting in. What a play.
Not only stopping him at the line, but pushing him back a yard as well. They come up in an offset eye. On 2nd down, Palmer. That's caught at the 1. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. 2 minutes to go here in the 1st half. More from the desert after this. They were held out last time. Here now is 3rd and goal from the 1.
Get ready. Blue 95. Blue 95.
They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Partner, it's decision time now. I know it's still just the 2nd quarter, but you have an opportunity to either kick the field goal or go for it and try and score a big-time touchdown. This is why the head coaches get paid the big bucks.
So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach, but it kept the offense out of the end zone.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's Hyde as they begin on the ground. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Calais Campbell on the stop.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
They run it again with Hyde. And he'll wind up losing yardage here. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The offense staring at a 3rd and 12 here. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Cutler. It's hauled in by Ellington. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Bruce Ellington, 79 yards. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. To return it, here's Reggie Bush. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Here's Johnson. And he's brought down. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block.
And it's caught. It's Floyd. Touchdown, Cardinals. Michael Floyd, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. And he's got it up and through. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On 1st and 10, it's Cutler. Pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down. The Pro Bowler, Calais Campbell, in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On 2nd down, Cutler. Ellington has it, middle of the field. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And now a first down following that long gain. Now Cutler on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So 2nd and 10 here. Second and 10 now. It's Cutler. And he's going to be taken down. Cutler sacked. One of the newer Cardinals picked up from New England, Chandler Jones. In there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Final play of the half. It's Cutler. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They come up in an offset eye. Again, it's high. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
On third down, Cutler. Now Cutler in trouble. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
This is fielded at the 27. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Palmer gives to Johnson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Now Palmer to throw on second down. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
On third down, Palmer. It's brought in by Floyd. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
On second down, Palmer. And his throw is going to be incomplete. The former Clemson Tiger, Sharon Peak, was the target. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. Nine yards to go. It's third down. Brown, the lone receiver, left. And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on third down and 9. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up fourth down.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
So put another 3 on the board, and all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the third quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They go play action here on first down. He's got time. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. It's a gain of 20 that time. And that leads to a San Francisco first down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It's the former Patriot Pro Bowler, Chandler Jones, in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. On second down, Cutler. His throw incomplete. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. Now Cutler on 3rd and long. Finding time. Looking here for Smith downfield. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Here's Brad Nortman now as he's on to punt for San Francisco. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this will be taken at the 13. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They come out here in the eye. They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. On 2nd down, here's Palmer. He's going to wind up and air it out. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Offense in a little bit of a bind here. 9 yards to go on 3rd down.
Regular. Here we go. Regular.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Palmer. He's going to go up top again. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They come up in an offset eye. Now it's the Chiefs' all-time leading rusher. It's Jamal Charles on the carry. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Charles the lone setback. Now they'll run it on the toss. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. They're losing here in the 3rd quarter, maybe trying to get the ball outside, bust a big play. Obviously didn't work there.
Yeah, and while it didn't work, I really can't fault them for trying it. You and I talked to the offensive coordinator, and we knew that was a place they wanted to try and go. And sometimes you just have to stick with it because 2-yard gains turn into 20-yard gains as the game goes along.
Third down and 5. From the gun on third down, it's Cutler. Going underneath for Charles. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
To throw, Cutler. And that's complete. It's Ellington. And he's brought down. 11 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a San Francisco first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
First down, a run with Hyde. They find some open field here. That one goes for 24 yards.
At halftime, you had to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They'd had this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run, that might be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty dealing with him the rest of today.
From the red zone now, here's Cutler on first down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And it'll be 2nd and 10.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
Throwing here, Cutler. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's brought down. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
From the shotgun, Cutler. A dump off for Charles. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jamal Charles, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers are back within a score. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Throwing now, Palmer on first down. Completes it over the middle to Floyd. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Gives to Johnson, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
On 1st and 10, it's Palmer. Trying to lay one up deep. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45.
Really nice connection on the corner route. This is a play where the receiver wants to set up the defensive back by moving him inside and then breaking back to the corner.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Cutler. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So with a yardage on that completion, he's now right at exactly 300 yards on the game.
And isn't that the magic number you get? All right, 300. That means it's going to go on a commemorative football to put on your mantle when they give you the game ball if your team wins. So much confidence flowing through him right now, throwing the football. I think it's permeated itself throughout the entire team. They feel good about what they're doing.
And he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
So this offense really needs to make something happen here late in the 4th with the football. They'll throw on 1st down with Cutler. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Snead, the receiver, in motion left. To throw again is Cutler. And this is caught by Smith. Touchdown 49ers. Torrey Smith, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And his kick is right through. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. J.J. Nelson now to return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Even score late in the 4th. Let's see if the defense can play within themselves, not give up the big play and contain, and keep this knotted up. 2nd and 10. It's Palmer again. Screen play. Johnson. And he's brought down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Brown, the lone receiver, left.
Get ready. Wide, 18. Wide.
On second down, here's Palmer. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Antonio Cromartie. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Now it's Cutler. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a third down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. And the offense facing a 3rd and 6. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Cutler to throw. The rookie out of Ole Miss, Robert Nkemdiche, in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And he'll try and hurry the kick, gets it away, but it's not looking that great. He'll take this deep in his own territory. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. There's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
So just about a minute to go here, tie ball game.
As fans, we love free football. But the guys in the field don't. They're going to attack and go for the win right now.
They'll run it with Johnson. And the 49ers going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
One thing I know, defensive coaches love it when they don't have to invite their players to the party. This strong safety, you never have to ask him twice to help in run support. He's going to arrive and in a bad mood.
Defense looking to hold serve one last time here on 3rd and 7. And the D looking like they may blitz. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
On 3rd down.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
17, got it. Check him out. He's going to sit right over the middle. Here we go. Mirror.
On the ground, this is Johnson. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the 4th, but they got to feel good now. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now the 49er offense ready to go and getting back out onto the field. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, 49ers. Torrey Smith with time running out. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. They'll come out in the pistol. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Brown, the lone receiver, left.
Here we go. Blue 58. Blue 58.
Now it's Palmer. Going for the deep ball. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Antonio Cromartie. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. They, of course, tie game, would like to avoid overtime if they could.
And a lot of people would go ahead and play it safe here and get to overtime and try and win it there. But, you know, sitting up here in the booth,
take some gambles.
I say let's go for this thing, try and push it, and maybe catch the defense back on their heels a bit.
See if they do that. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Nothing between these two teams for 4 quarters. Here we go to begin overtime. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Here we go. Blue 58.
First throw in overtime now for Palmer. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
And they're going to go soft on the corners.
18. 18. Mike, 55. Check 55.
On 3rd down, Palmer. He's going to air one out. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Antonio Cromartie. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Well, part 1 is done, now part 2. Hyde, the lone man in the backfield. They're going to give it to him running right. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Now what can Cutler do here in overtime? And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
So many offense want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. On 3rd down, Cutler. And that's caught by Smith. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot. And they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
A 1st down carry here for Charles. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
But I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Back to the ground. This time it's Hyde. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. the play clock. Third down, Carlos Hyde. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down. So a pressure spot now for Phil Dawson. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And there's a flag on the field. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good, but there is a flag down. He might get another shot at this. So possible disaster there. It's an empty possession, and there's no worse time to have an empty possession than the first drive of overtime.
Yeah, and remember the situation now, Brandon. It's sudden death from here on out. You can bet he's begging for a chance to redeem himself.
And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Well, they ran the toss, trusting he had the speed to get to the edge, and he did.
And there really wasn't any doubt about that because the scouting report told you that this guy could flat out run. When you give him a little bit of space and a chance to get there, he usually does.
So it took us overtime, finally got a winner. What a treat, what a game.
They gave us everything we were looking for. A terrific game, some extra drama, and then it ended dramatically in a big overtime win.
So for the Niners, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.